All right. Well, welcome everyone. We are going to get started with session 4 of the first trial. This campaign is taking place in the Forgotten Realms and the Kingdom of Impulsor in the year 1200 Dale Reckoning. And I think we're just going to get into things pretty quickly tonight. The basic recap of our last session was basically some back and forth between a magical door, a dwarf who was hungry, and a gnome who collected a lot of junk, basically. One of the highlights, I think, was our adventurers getting electrocuted to try and open a door, and any other highlights you guys wanted to bring up from last time?
My entire team has no brains.
Isn't that almost every group, though?
Right. Awesome. Well, as just as part of the School of the Mind, one of our goals as a group is to try to, reach certain goals and outside of the game. And I've been working on trying to establish more stability. Our family is kind of in an interesting situation, and so we're still working on it. We've been, kind of looking at our options and trying to figure out a good move, our next move. And we've decided to stay here until April and then make a transition at that point. So I'm able to focus on job searching and also trying to get a good house situated where we can really be more stable. So we're doing the best we can, and it's been really good to have the support of my family to help, talk to me, kind of get some feedback from them. But anyway, so that's kind of an update on one of the things I've been working on, and still not as resolved as I would hope, but we're getting there. And sometimes you can't always control everything, right? You just do your best, and everything else works out in the end. So anyway, so that's been good, and we had a good Christmas, good New Year's celebration, and hopefully you guys did as well, and had some good time with your families. And just encourage you all in your, you're setting your goals, your prioritization. I know Karen has been working hard on that and in her schooling and everything. So Peter as well, and keep up the good work, all of you. And I hope that you know you have our support. If you need help with anything, we're here for you. So all right, well, I think at the end of our last session, the very end, the group had regrouped by this magical door. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off right there. And as you recall, the different words and different languages kind of ebb and flow on the surface of this door. And some of you have seen some of those messages and not understood what they meant. What would you like to do as you come back to this door to regroup?
We've been down every path, right, guys? Every path that we could previously.
Yeah, so as you check your map, it looks like the only way forward into the labyrinth is through this doorway, at least based on your map.
Yes, let's go.
If only we knew how to open it.
You gotta open it first.
Yes, you to a barbarian.
So as you guys are looking at the door again, I'll go ahead and I'm not gonna have you roll perception checks. Just tell me, maybe let's start with Thomas. Tell me a number between 1 and 12, Thomas.
6.
6. Okay, you see something in a script. Make an intelligence check. And then anybody else who wants to investigate this door again. You guys can just make intelligence rolls if you want, because the most, as you stand and stare at the door.
I got a 10.
Got a 17.
17, okay. So Thomas, you recognize the script as an orc? You don't read orc though, right? I don't think you know that script. I mean, you recognize it, but you don't know what it says. A 10 from Karen, and let me just see what that is here just a second. Karen, you see a word in Draconic. It's a Draconic script, which you cannot.
Got 11.
11. Okay. That one you do recognize. It's the term for acid arrow in the Thayan language, which is similar to Common. The Kingdom of Thay is not too far away from the Kingdom of Impetur. You remember the dwarf had mentioned the Wizards of Thay, right? As a kind of a going back to that point.
Don't we have poison or something?
I got a 17.
17. Okay. 17. So the monk notices the word. This one is in Undercommon again. I think you had seen this one last time. The Undercommon script. So a lot of these languages you guys do not know. Right?
But so far, the ones we do know, they seem to deal with elements in different schools of magic, like acid, which that's sort of has to do with draconic breath weapons, and skeletons, necromancy, and then a bunch of elementals things like lightning, and I think one was wind.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like a bunch of different ways to die. That's what I was thinking, but
And that's magic for you.
Don't we have like poison though? That black bottle you have.
Oh yes,
I'm
I
getting
do.
really sick of
And
magic.
I mean, we all agree that the only other option
Poison
we
and
have
acid are two different things, just so you know.
True, but just so we're clear, really the only other. But no, this would be nice to save in case something bigger. There's always a bigger fish.
Do we even have an arrow though? It specifically says acid arrow.
Oh wait, it's liquid. This
I
sounds
have
really
acid arrow.
stupid. Does anybody have a bow?
I have arrows. I have those.
Okay, so we're all I have a
We could, like,
really
take
weird
away-
idea, but it just might work. Here's what we're going to do, Vanji. I am going to open this violation of, has to be some violation of something. Anyways, you are going to dip your arrow into it. We're all going to stand back and you're going to shoot it at the door. Nothing wrong could possibly happen, right?
Well,
sounds good.
it depends on your
Why
belief.
should I waste my arrow on something like that?
Because we have no. Does anybody have a better idea?
I guess there's not much to lose.
Exactly.
Already.
Well, the worst that could happen is your arrow breaks.
So
Yeah, and I'm starting to lose my brain cells hanging out with you guys.
And we already lost most of our brain cells. What's wrong with you losing a couple? It'll even things out. Anyways, do it.
I don't
do
have a
it,
response
do
for that.
it.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna dip my arrow in the weird mixture.
Okay. So Sebastian, Perseus is going to, like, the vial is so small, you could dump some of it out onto the arrow, or he can't really dip his arrow into it.
Okay, yeah, I'll dump a smidge of it onto it, just enough to leave
kind
some
of.
left.
Okay. So yeah, as you put a drop,
Nooks or crannies?
you put a drop on his arrow, and it starts to kind of this little cloud of smoke. Vanji, make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. He's the only one probably close enough. Well, I guess Perseus as well, because he's probably pouring it out of this vial.
I got 11.
11. Okay, so you're kind of coughing. You feel a little bit like you can't see. Your vision gets blurry. Your waters are Your eyes are dripping.
Oh,
Well, this is
It's
going.
kind of like this horrible stench.
oh, what is that?
You can still shoot at the door with disadvantage if you'd like.
Yeah, where am I shooting this thing?
The door.
Oh gosh. Yeah, but where?
I can do
pointed
it.
in the right direction.
We're gonna shoot it at a door. You're not touching my bow. You're a barbarian. You don't touch my bow.
All right.
What about the paladin?
Yeah.
No, demons don't touch
Or
my
you
bow
could just
either.
shoot it already. and then-
Okay, well the mug has a lower constitution than probably any of us, so he's not touching it. We both can't.
Perseus, what was your roll on Constitution?
Just let me shoot it.
What's that?
11.
11. Okay, so you are also blind at the moment. You can't see. I mean, everything's kind of blurry around you, so you can sort of see, but you're kind of coughing and
What's
stuttering.
my
a little bit.
disadvantage?
So you just roll the d20 twice and take the lowest number. But hitting a door shouldn't be too hard as long as you're pointing in the right direction. You know,
Crap.
what'd you get?
6 is my lowest number.
A 6. Okay, that's actually just barely enough to hit. So you hit the door. The arrow just tinkers off the door, has no effect.
Oh, I told you there's got to be a little nook or something, but that acid.
Well, how was that? I assumed
Oh,
I did not assume it would be some sort of alchemical weapon. I was literally assuming some form of a weaker, less potent acid.
Clearly, I
hold
see
to
where
the
we went
vial.
wrong.
I have an idea. Let's start searching.
I see where we
doors.
went wrong, though. We were
What?
not supposed. We were not supposed to throw or shoot acidic arrows at the door. We're supposed to throw skeletons at it. So I think we should go inside.
No.
That's a
Is
good
there
one.
even a room with skeletons?
No.
I don't think we have a room with skeletons.
No. Listen, the acid. There's a vial of acid. There's got to be somewhere where we can put the vial.
I think we all agree this wasn't
It could
acid.
melt through the door.
I
I'm
think we
pretty
can all
sure-
agree that what I have is not acid. It is something weirder, possibly.
It was smoking through my arrow.
That wasn't smoking through your arrow. That was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
smoke in general. It was like it was a noxious gas.
Yeah, once now you guys are starting to come to, you can actually see now. It did not make a hole in your arrow, but it was like a kind of a gas cloud type of an effect. So you think if you threw the whole vial down and broke it, it would probably be quite a big cloud, but you guys just got a small dose of it.
I'm pretty sure all the stuff on the door is just stuff that's going to happen to us inside. Like once we pass the door, I still don't know. I feel like we haven't figured out how to actually open the door yet.
Have any of us even tried to open the door? Right?
Yeah, I don't
At
think
this
we
point, go ahead. Be my
I'm
guest.
going to try and open the door.
All right.
Wait, we haven't tried that already?
As far as I'm aware of, no.
What?
If it works,
All right. So Perseus, you go to open the door. I'll give you, go ahead and make an insight check as you're trying to open the door as well.
– 17.
17. Okay. So yeah, as you try to open the door, I mean, nothing happens. The door seems very solid. In fact, you don't even really hear any tumblers, nothing moving in the mechanism of the door as you turn the knob.
And there's no mysterious looking hole in
Yay.
the door or anything. It's just a door with random words
Sorry.
on it.
What was your question, Karen?
I can't remember, but
I heard
Oh,
half
yeah.
of your question. I'm sorry.
basically, so it's just a regular door with words on it that are disappearing.
The door itself is a very fine door and very solid, as you know, because you slammed your body against it. Remember?
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm
Um,
literally losing faith
yeah.
in everything. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
okay. Yeah, Sacred Flame seems to have no effect.
Of course, it's a magic lock. Why couldn't it be a regular lock? No, it has to be a magic lock, of course. And of course, our magic users have nothing against it.
Are there any holes in the door or anything?
No holes in this door, no. Just the writing that ebbs and flows. And as you guys are sitting there, I mean, I'll just tell you the rest of the. Do any of you know Ignan, the language of Ignan? I'm just going to tell you guys what languages you see. The word for electricity is appearing in common periodically. You also recognize the word for wind, which is in the Chard dialect, is kind of common. Celestial, I think somebody knows celestial, right? I think that's Fang. No, celestial, that is the word skeleton. You guys see the word for zombie in Damaran. And who knows Thieves Can't? I think that would be Vanji, right? Thieves Can't?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. It's a cryptid ransom note.
So
for
Vanji, you
who?
see the word for Vanji, you see the word for vacuum appear.
It's like
Acid
Hell's
arrow
Queen
appears in
list?
Thayan. And then there's several other words that are appearing in scripts that you guys can recognize, but you don't know the exact meaning of. So you guys can understand about half the words that are appearing, and about half you cannot
What words do you
understand.
guys have? I'll write them down. I have vacuum.
I have nothing that nobody else, nothing that everybody else speaks everything
Vacuum
nice.
and acid.
I have skeleton.
Skeletal language?
No, it's a word.
I'm so confused.
We all have skeletons.
Skeleton.
Some of us in our closets.
Anybody else? What other words do you see?
I don't.
Don't you look at me
Wind.
like that. That was a
Of
good
course you
pun.
don't.
You
They
know it.
don't have demonic here. Anybody else? If you can see words that you can read, tell me what it says.
The
Same
only
thing
words
with
that I can
electricity,
understand are the
doesn't
ones that are in common dialect, so I am no use here.
And Perseus, the word in common that you guys all saw was the word for electricity. Just to remind you, because I know you guys would remember.
Do you think it could? I don't get it. Hold
And again, these words are, it seems like there's almost a pattern to them now because you guys have stood there long enough.
No, it doesn't.
What's that?
Nothing.
What
Go
I mean
on.
is there's a pattern in the cycle of the words that are kind of ebbing and flowing, and you see that there are
It's
certain
that
scripts.
gnome has a vacuum, some acid.
Oh, we don't have any acid.
You could, someone could have like raising the dead magic, right? What about you, demon? Can you raise the dead?
No,
He's
not
a paladin,
necromancer.
not a warlock.
Yeah, but he's also a demon.
That has nothing to do with it.
It's okay. It's a common misunderstanding.
I'm
But we're
severely
not
disappointed.
necromancers.
I can turn away the. No. You
All
know,
right.
we're
Let's see. So the electricity, I know
I'm
you
going to
electrocuted
turn
yourselves
undead.
almost to death.
Okay, Vanji, make a perception check. Oh, actually, all of you make a perception check.
No.
Now it's
I
a
don't
monster to keep us entertained while we're trying to think.
No,
like
that's
it.
not how you think.
That's how I think.
Tell me your numbers
What's-
on your perception.
Slowly going insane down here.
I got an 8.
Perception.
A 10.
I got 4.
Let's see, 14.
How about you, Karen?
3.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
Vanji, as you were talking, and you were talking just barely, you saw the word in common, the word for electricity, kind of glow as you mentioned that word.
Oh, so I have to say them out loud?
Huh?
But what about the ones we don't? I mean, I guess we could.
Did you guys see that?
Nobody else saw but you.
Okay, so something just. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm like seeing things or what, but the electricity glue when I said it. It lit up.
That sounds like something a crazy person would say. And you said you were going crazy down here.
Yes, but being with you guys makes the downward spiral a little faster.
Dad,
you
so
said
when he
it's
said,
glue. This is how I think we should. I think we should try that. Okay, so you said it's glue, and you can speak thieves' can't. Say vacuum and thieves' can't. Let's see if that works.
Acid?
I'm confused. Do I know yet that
No,
the words
vacuum
glow
was
when
in
you
thieves'
say them?
can't.
Yeah, speak whatever was in thieves' can't.
The vacuum was in thieves' can't.
Okay, so are you saying that's in common or in thieves' can't?
Let me see.
Like when you speak the word, are you?
Dad?
Yeah.
I just got a random pop-up that said, "Thank you for using Zoom. There's no longer a time limit on your meeting."
Yeah, I just got that as well.
Oh, nice. Great.
Oh,
I'll take that.
okay.
I did not get that.
Maybe it's just some of us, right? We'll see what happens.
Random
Only
award
some of
for-
us deserve appreciation for using Zoom.
Right.
I think I deserve appreciation for trying almost getting us killed.
All right, so what's happening? I lost track of what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, me. I would like to know that too.
What
I
action?
asked Bonji to
Vacuum.
vacuum and thieves' can't.
How do we say these words in your languages, guys? How about we all say them in the language that they originally are, and we see what happens? Because
I
he
can
said
speak
electricity in
Elvish and
and
Common.
electricity was showing up in common.
I'm saying the ones that were in my languages.
Okay, so you
I think
want
it
to
was skeleton.
I can't find.
Okay, so
Can't
Peter,
find
you
a
said,
translator. I wanted to say in thieves' can't for real.
all right. Hey, that's going above and beyond right there. So yeah, if your character, Peter, you say the word for skeleton and celestial and you see that word glowing a different color as well when you say it out loud.
Do you think we all have to like learn a language?
I don't have time or patience for that. So
I've tried it before. It's not fun.
yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So is there any of the words in a language that I can read?
There's vacuum, acid, skeleton, zombie, and electricity, but
Yeah,
I
but you
don't
have
remember
to
all of them.
say it in the language, I think.
Nobody knows Draconic.
remember what languages
Let's
right?
check. Someone say electricity, but not. Someone say something that's not in common. That we translated.
Uh,
What's
What?
the one in Chard dialect?
Section.
The one in the Chard dialect was, where is it? That was wind. And that one you guys could probably try to imitate. You know, you've probably heard that dialect. It's just a different type of pronunciation.
Oh, would I have to make a saving throw to try and imitate it?
Yeah, just like an intelligence check probably.
Intelligence.
But say it in your language. See what happens.
Okay, well, I'm first going to say it just wind
Just in common first.
without trying to imitate.
Say it in
I'm
common.
saying it in common first.
Yeah, so nothing happens when you say it in common.
I'm going to try to imitate it in thing, and I got a 10.
Okay, so you, because it's a close dialect, you know, you kind of stumble through it, but yeah, it does glow. It glows when you say the word.
Why not?
in the right language, not the right language.
Okay.
So now you guys have seen wind, skeleton, and electricity all glow as you spoke those words.
What if we're choosing our own demise? Like the words that we say to open the door is what we'll meet on the other side.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but why is the door
I'm
open
really good at
yet?
this point. I just want to get the door open. So is there any other words? Is there any words I can say?
Wasn't there another dialect of common that we could read?
Wind,
Last
vacuum, acid, zombie, electrical skeletons. I don't
It
know.
sounds like the name of a metal band.
The last time you guys had attempted to pronounce some words in other scripts, you know, and had a hard time, you kind of stumbled through them and were not able to really get
Okay. Okay, we're out. Who has the highest intelligence modifier? Let's go with that.
Me.
I have a +2.
Okay, does anybody else have a higher intelligence modifier than a +2? I'll take that as a no. Okay, Vanji, you are going to
Alright.
try to attempt to pronounce everything in there.
A dirty 20.
Because we're all a bunch of dimwits. You are the only person with a little bit of intelligence.
Thanks
Well,
for the confidence.
I do
You
have a little
said you didn't have a good.
smart.
Okay.
So
All right, so
I got a
Vanji,
21.
You got a 21. Okay. Go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 12.
7.
Okay, so you see this, the one that pops up as you're looking at it is the word for zombie in Damaran, which is just a dialect of common, basically. So that one, you're pretty sure you could say it, you understand it. Do you want to just keep watching, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna say zombie.
Okay, in Damaran, right?
Mine, yep.
Yeah, so yeah, as you say it, the word kind of glows that same color as other words have.
Okay, so we gotta say all the words. And the door will open. I hope.
So you want
Do
to
we
make
know how to
another,
pronounce all the words?
All right, let's go.
you want to make another
Next.
intelligence check, Vanji, or because the words keep coming and going, and you can try another one if you want.
Yes, I got a 8.
Okay, an 8. Yeah, that one you struggle through. You really don't know how to read that one, and it fades away. You can keep going if you want. If you're just going to
Anybody
go.
want to help?
Yeah, I'm gonna try as well.
Okay,
15.
a
I
15 for
rolled
the
a
next
4.
one. Okay, so Thomas, I'm sorry, that's low, too low. Vanji, the next word that pops up, you are able to recognize it's in a script that the giants, and you're able to pronounce that one sort of, but it doesn't glow. You're not sure if you got it a little bit off. You can keep going down the line here.
All right, next. $10.
A 10, okay. So that one is in like a goblin script, but you really don't know how to pronounce goblin, right? No, nobody knows goblin, correct?
No. Anybody
I
know that one?
miraculously got an 18.
Okay.
I know Elvish for some reason, but
So
not
Perseus,
Goblin.
you do recognize that one that came up in goblin. If you want to try to say
I know Goblin.
Oh, you do? Peter, go and make a perception check on that one then to see if you, well, you would notice it by now. So Peter, the one that is in the goblin script, it means rats, like rodents, okay?
Oh no.
What about the ROUSs?
So do you want to, Peter, you can just say that one if you want, because you know it. I didn't realize you knew goblin.
Yeah.
All right, so when that one pops up, Fang says the word in goblin and it glows as well. Yeah. And we're just going down the line here. Go ahead, Bungie, again, make another roll because you guys are just
16.
16. Okay. That next one that you didn't know, yeah, you're able to say the word, and it glows as well. It was in Draconic. You're not even sure what the word means, but you're able to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's good. And the next one that comes up is the one in Thayan that means acid arrow. Do you guys, does somebody want to just say that one or try to say it, or?
I'm gonna try and say that one.
I'll
Okay.
try. I got a 15.
So yeah,
I also
15.
got a 15.
Okay, yeah, that's high enough. So that one glows. And then you think it's the last one here. Make another check. It's an undercommon, which none of you know.
17. I think
Okay.
I know undercommon.
Oh, you know undercommon?
I think. Let me look. Description.
I don't think we do
Features,
because
traits.
undercommon was what those frogs were saying, and we didn't understand them.
Let
Anyway,
me see.
17. A 17 will do it. You're able to pronounce the word. You don't know what it means, and the door suddenly opens.
Good job,
Finally.
guys.
Yes.
So
Glad I
as
can
the
help,
door
guys.
as the door opens,
Not gonna lie, you guys had me there. I didn't think you guys were gonna make it.
the door opens quite dramatically with a gust of wind. All of you need to make a strength saving
Oh,
throw.
crud.
Okay.
I knew it. Okay, I cannot wait for
At the
this.
same time, you hear this crackling noise and a bolt of lightning shoots past you guys. Okay.
Oh,
Oh!
great.
So all of you need to make a dexterity saving throw
Karen
as
was
well as a
blind.
strength
For the
saving
rats.
throw. Okay.
I got a 19 on my strength check.
I got a 16.
I got 18
Nice.
on my strength, and
And make a dex saving throw after that to dodge, make sure to dodge the lightning. Okay.
okay, my dexterity, I got 17.
Nice. So Vanji is unscathed at the moment.
I got 19 for the
Okay.
lightning.
I got a 19 and a 17.
Okay.
I got a 10 for strength and a 13 for dexterity.
Okay. So Fang
Never
is
mind, I got a 19.
okay.
I always forget
9,
to add the.
9 and 17. Is that right, Karen?
Huh?
What you rolled it?
19.
Yeah, that's
9
strength.
plus 17 is not 9. What?
That's for strength, right?
Never mind.
And you need to make a
I
dexterity
got a
saving throw.
19 for dexterity. And for strength, I got. Oh, 20.
Okay. So yeah. So Fang is the only one that gets knocked back by the wind. Fang, you get 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you get knocked back against the wall, okay, behind you. And then the electricity actually misses everybody, fortunately, okay? So nobody gets damaged by that. As you guys look forward, you see the passage, beyond now, the door is opened. You see a skeleton, a zombie.
Oh, of course.
You see rats crawling across the floor.
Ooh, wait.
Just a singular rat.
No, there's rats,
Rats.
like a lot of rats. Okay.
That's the least of our
Lot of zombies.
problems.
And
Wait.
skeletons.
Oh, so roll for initiative now?
And yes, now it is initiative.
Yes. No.
I got a 14.
14.
Hold your ground. There's a lot of rats.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
What the heck is that demonic
I got a
sound?
5.
Everyone that's hearing it? What's
Who got
happening?
5?
Am I possessed right now?
No,
What's happening?
thankfully.
Somebody help me.
I just feel like that'd be an issue.
We can't.
I
help you.
got
Sorry.
a 14.
Okay, so who was the 20? Was it Perseus?
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So let's just go. And Fang, how about Fang? What did he get?
He got a 5.
Okay. Let's just go Perseus, Vanji, and then I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember Thomas. What's your character's name again?
Ajal.
Ajal, that's right. We'll go you 3 and then the skeleton and the zombie. And then Karen, what was your initiative?
16.
Okay. So we'll go all 4 of you, then the skeleton and the zombies, and then Fang, and then the rats for last. Okay.
The rats are gonna fight us. They have spears.
There's a lot. No, they're just
I got a solution for the rats. The other ones, not so much. So I'm going first, right?
I'm
yes.
gonna burn that zombie.
How
to a
close are
crisp.
the rats together, and how far away from them am I?
So it is a swarm of rats. It's probably about, you guess, maybe around 100 rats. They're about 15 feet ahead of you.
Oh,
What?
Present.
looked like
Guys.
me back on the menu, boys. I cast Sacred Fire on the rat swarm.
Okay. And how
At
does
what
that work?
velocity are the rats running towards us?
You
Oh,
have
these are
not
my
measured the
languages, by the
velocity
way.
yet. You can try to measure that while you're on your round if you'd like. All right,
Physics. Mario.
Go ahead and roll for Perseus.
Anyways, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. So yeah, you have singed many of the rats, and they are. What was your roll to hit though? Do you have to roll to hit?
It's
on
a
that?
cantrip. It doesn't have a hit.
It doesn't automatically hit though. Go ahead and make a roll for your attack.
Anyways, all I have to do is roll a dexterity save higher than 13.
Oh, I see. That's how it works. Okay. Okay, let me just make sure they, and that's for half damage or for no damage?
Half damage.
Okay. 1 second here.
Sorry, did you say anything? I was sorting something out.
No, you're good. I'm just making sure that. So yeah, it looks like you have singed a good portion of them. Like the swarm is probably maybe it's definitely diminished. Okay, you're not sure by how many. Definitely had an effect though. And then it is now Vanji's
Let
turn.
me guess. When we're done with this, then one of the rats that's remaining will run off crying, and then it'll put us on a whole guilt trip, and then Thomas will have to talk to it by using his teeth.
I'm not talking to a rat.
Vanji, what's your action?
I'm throwing a fireball right directly at the zombie.
Okay,
My last prediction turned out accurate about us choosing our own demise, so I'm
some
just
more flame.
a little bit.
All right.
Go make a roll on that.
Karen also has the powers of a premonition conscience.
16.
16, that's a hit.
Let's see, and damage is 9.
Nice. So yeah, that zombie is, well, it's already decaying and gross, but it's now basically half gone. It's still inching its way towards you guys, but definitely damaged and hurting.
So I think the zombie's taken care of. He should be slow enough for now, but
Yeah.
skeleton, I'm not sure what he's doing. What's the skeleton doing?
So now it is Ajal.
Mm-hmm.
You got this. You got all three coming towards you still, the rats, the zombie, and the skeleton.
I'm going to use I'll just use my longsword on the skeleton.
Okay. Go and make that attack. You just step forward into the swarm. 19 is a hit for sure.
With 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you smack your sword against it, and it does definitely notice that. Karen, what's your action? What's your action?
What? Huh?
What's your action?
Oh, that's right. You were measuring the velocity. That's right. I forgot.
No, that was a joke. I'm not doing that. That's a waste of time. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to run up to a zombie and tell it to get a life, and I'm going to chop its head off.
All right.
Yeah.
Just disappeared.
This barbarian is getting crazier and crazier by the second.
Well,
And I love it.
What'd you get for your
so
attack?
Oh, right, after all. Hold on.
And you can take 2 attacks if you would like, if necessary.
You might want to come back to me. This is confusing.
Okay, so while the axe, we're in slow motion now, the axe is moving towards the zombie. It is now the remainder of the rats. They start attacking anybody that they're close enough to, which would pretty much be all of you at this point, because they've run forward, the remaining rats. And they all are taking nibbles at you guys. Missing
I got a 23 on my hit.
23, that is definitely a hit. And that was the zombie, right? Who's already damaged. So the zombie is taken out with your first hit, Karen. I'll allow you to attack the skeleton if you would like. With your second attack?
Yes, I would like that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop that one right down the middle of its skull, and I got a 20 for my hit.
Wow, a natural 20 or just a dirty 20? I'm just curious.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's still good enough. So yeah, you definitely hit. Roll your damage on that one.
12.
12, okay. 12 points of damage. Yeah, so you have taken out the skeleton. It just crumbles into a heap. Okay. And the rats themselves are biting at you guys. It looks like they hit two of you, only two of you though. So Vanji and Perseus, you both get some damage from rats biting you, crawling up your legs and biting. So that is going to be just 2 points for Vanji, and let me roll for this. And 4 points for Perseus as these rats are biting into you. Okay. As this is happening, this is all happening pretty quickly here. So Karen just took down the remaining characters walking towards you guys. The wind that had blown past you guys in the strong gust of wind now seems to be changing direction and kind of pulling you guys towards the into the passage that was ahead of you. Okay. Fang, what is your action?
I'm going to use uncanny dodge with the rats that were biting me. So
Okay.
I only take 1 damage.
Nice. So yeah, you're kind of jumping up off the ground and skipping over them.
But I can't. That means I can't attack them back.
Okay.
If I use the damage reducer.
Okay. Fang, what is your action this round? There's basically just the rats left, or you can take another action, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna ask someone to heal me.
Okay.
I used all my healing spells. I'm sorry.
All right. So Fang asks for healing. It is now the top of the round of Perseus, and we can only see half of your head. There you are.
How far away am I from Fang?
Probably just like 5 to 10 feet away.
Okay, I run up to him and cast Cure Wounds on him, and he is healed. I apologize. Oh, never mind, because I modifier. Great. You heal 4 damage.
All right. So that is your action.
Thanks.
The Vanji.
Anybody got some food?
Yeah.
Food.
Something. Food.
For the rats. We're not feeding him anything.
No, they don't deserve my food. But
Just cast a. Oh wait, you're on top of them. Never mind.
I am fire resistant.
Yeah, I mean, you could still attack with flame if you desire, or you can move, whatever, or you can just stand there, whatever. Any actions you want to take, Vanji? And then Thomas, you're next.
I'm gonna throw fire at my feet where the rats are coming in.
Okay. Go and make an attack roll. Should be pretty easy to hit them.
Okay, I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you try to burn them, but doesn't really seem to hit the ones that you were hoping for. It's a little difficult. Most of them are crawling up your legs and such, Okay, now we're to Ajal.
I'm gonna mow them down like a lawnmower.
Okay, mow him down with your what?
Sword.
Okay, so just start chopping at the rats. Go ahead and make an attack.
30-20. And
Nice.
damage is 8.
Oh yeah. So you start kind of hacking your way through the rats, chopping several in half as you're going down the hall. The wind is definitely changing direction, and now it is Karen, it's you, and then it will be the wind's turn.
Did you say Karen? What?
Yes.
I can't really hear you or see you. Phone's being weird.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's your turn. Your action is the rats are pretty much dead now. I mean, they've been there's maybe a few scrambling, but because of the strong wind that's about to push you guys, you can feel it pushing your back. Okay, it's like something's sucking you towards it. Okay.
Towards the exit, or
Yeah, like the door is open now, and the wind is pulling you guys in through the door, basically.
okay, I'm not scared of the wind or the rats, so I'm just gonna keep going forward. If nothing's prohibiting me.
Okay, so do you want to just run forward, walk forward type of thing?
Yeah, running's good.
Okay, so you start running forward into, with the vacuum kind of sucking you in, okay? It basically, I think with the distance here, let me see how far this is. Yeah, so it's only about 15 feet, beyond the door. Well, no, about 10 feet beyond the door, it pulls you to the right, okay? And so, Karen, you go running around this, and the wind is making you go really fast. So make a dexterity saving throw as you kind of run around these. It's kind of weaving to your left and to your right as you're running down this passageway. Tell me what your dex saving throw is. Fang, it's probably be the same for you, but go and make it. What's your action? An 8?
Got an 18.
Oh, an 18.
18.
I'm gonna run after her.
All right, so
I'll probably go faster because.
Yeah, go and make a dexterity saving throw for you, Fang. So you guys see the other two kind of just, they just don't even resist at all. They just run away into this powerful wind that's pulling you guys. What's your roll, Fang?
An 18.
An 18, nice. So you and Karen are both able to weave around these corners. And you also, let's see how far you get. Yeah, Fang, you would go in the lead, right? Because you're running. So you probably move about 100 feet that round, okay?
Rubbing it in.
Karen, you
It's
move
not fair
about
that you can
80
run fast
feet.
with me.
So you guys are running about 20 feet faster, per round than you're used to. And Fang, as you come around this other corner, you see a long hall going down, and the wind is still just pulling you in. You're going to have to make an additional, I don't know if you can actually. Well, I'll give you another additional dexterity saving throw as this, you see this giant arrow flying towards you. Okay. Okay. As you come around the corner.
Oh no.
Are you getting being slower now?
I'm going to take a wild guess and assume it has acid on it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a normal arrow, I'll tell you that. But go and make your dex save, and I'll tell you what else happens. We're back to Perseus, Vanji, and Ajal. You guys are getting pulled in by this wind. You can either try to resist or go with the flow.
I'm
Go
gonna
with the flow.
go with it.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I
Okay.
also got a 13.
What do I need to roll? Dexterity?
Yeah, all of you guys will have to make dex saving throws as you guys try to run around
Roll
these
an 18.
corners.
Wait, so how big did you say this arrow was?
So, Karen, as you run around that final corner, you see Fang is, he's both running, but just like the wind is pulling him, and then this giant arrow it splatters all around him. Okay.
I got an 8.
22.
And anyway, the arrow splatters around him, burning through his tunic. Okay. And Fang, you get how many points of damage is this? 1 second. 9 points of acid damage. Okay. So Fang gets slammed by this acid arrow.
Wait.
Okay. Right in
Dad.
front of you, Karen. Yes.
Is it to me yet?
No, it's obliterated by Fang. Fang has taken the brunt of this one.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
And he falls,
Dang.
well, sort of falls, yeah. Perseus, you passed your dex save. Vanji, I think yours was an 8, right?
Yep.
So Vanji, you get 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you get banged around. It's just suction is knocking you against walls and such. Okay. Ajal, what was your roll?
18.
Okay, so you're able to run around these corners without getting damaged. Karen, you see Fang kind of falling down onto the floor in front of you, you can either try to grab him and keep running forward as you're running at high speed here.
What did the arrow just evaporate? Like what happened to it?
It burned into his skin. It was an acid arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a
Yeah.
big burn marks all across his chest.
Wait,
I'm
are we
probably-
done with initiative?
You're out of initiative at this point, but we're just going in the same order anyway.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you guys all, or you see ahead of you, Karen it's this longer hallway now. Once you get around those initial curves, and Karen is going high speed ahead, running. What's your action, Karen? This round, you can either try to slow down,
I'm gonna pick up.
grab Fang, yeah.
I'm going to pick up. Oh my word! If you let me talk all the time, I'm gonna pick up Peter or whatever the heck his name is, and carry him back to someone who can heal him.
I can.
Okay, so you're gonna try to slow down or stop yourself with Fang, right? Go and make an athletics check and see if you can stop yourself from moving.
I didn't think about that.
You grab onto Fang, because this is you guys have never been inside a giant vacuum, but if you can imagine what that's like, that's how it feels now, okay?
A body in Russian, Texas, Russian.
So grabbing Fang actually is probably gonna help you slow down. But yeah, make an athletics check, and then the rest of you, Fang is now unconscious, so we'll skip him. Back to Perseus. What's your action, Perseus? You come around the corner, you see Karen grabbing hold of Fang and trying to, slow herself down.
I got a 26.
Nice. So yeah, Karen, you kind of somehow, I'm not sure exactly how, maybe you put your fingers in one of the cracks in the wall or something, you grab on and you're totally stopped now with Fang.
No, I do one of those like superhero skids where they like turn around and then like drop down their knees and then skid to a stop. I do that. And then I grab Peter and start running back against the wind.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to try and slow myself down so I don't miss them.
Okay.
Athletics check.
Yeah.
A 10.
Okay, let me just see if it's high enough here. Okay, so you are not able to stop yourself. We'll come back to you in a second, okay? You are still moving ahead about 30 feet per round. Okay,
Fly past us. Like,
I just fly past him and say, sorry.
Bonji, go make your roll. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to pick up my bag because it fell off me.
Oh, your bag fell off you?
Yes. It's slightly open and everybody sees 2 papers fly out.
Yikes.
yeah.
And I'm frantically trying to get them. For some reason, they're more important than my life.
Okay, so go ahead and make a dex.
Hey, that's what my deck for. I need to see what's on those papers.
No. More
Oh.
character development.
No, 4.
Of course. Yeah, the papers are way ahead of you. And you are headed right towards Karen and Fang. You're going to collide with them in just a second here. Let's go back to Ajal. Ajal, what's your action?
I immediately lunge for the papers.
Okay, you're going for the papers.
And I rolled a 20.
Oh, and 20. Okay. So you run ahead, picking up speed. You run past Fang and Karen there huddled on the floor, and you grab a hold of the papers. I think with
sorry too.
Karen, I'll allow you a dex save to see if you can kind of push down onto the floor before Vanji slams into you, because he is headed right towards you.
I want to stop him so someone else can grab the papers.
Yeah, you see Ajal has kind of sped ahead of you guys to get the papers, it looks like. You want to try
So
and grab one? You want to, what is your action? You're trying to grab Vanji then? Is that what you're doing? He's headed right towards you. He's like running right towards you. He's about to slam into you guys. What's your action?
I'm gonna turn around and start going the other way because I'm trying to get someone that can heal Peter in the first place. So
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Perseus kind of slid past you. He was trying to heal you guys or help you, but he just
I just missed it. I just back to put my fingertip away from you guys, so I almost touched him.
All right, so Karen, you take the brunt of this slam from Vanji getting about 3 points of bludgeoning damage, okay, and 1 point to Vanji of bludgeoning as you kind of slam into Karen, okay? And just
Let's
now
get-
back to Perseus. Perseus, you're about 15 feet ahead of, you're about, equal to Ajal. Ajal's a little bit ahead of you, but again, the vacuum is sucking you guys in, right?
Since there's no way for me to run back, I'm just gonna run full speed.
You want to run full speed?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. You are running full speed ahead towards a wall.
Oh!
So
Dex save?
you want to try to dodge the wall after running at high speed towards it?
What would I do?
You can try to
I'm
make
trying
a
to
dex
think
save.
of a way
How
to-
can you dodge a wall? You can't. It's
I don't know. The same way you
it's
It's the
there.
same
You
way
can't-
Keanu Reeves dodges bullets. Anyways, I got a nat 20 miraculously. So with my modifier, that's 22.
Really? Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So you're not really
There you
sure how
go, you're
Perseus
funny.
pulls this off, but
I pull some matrix crap.
he's running towards this wall at high speed, and all of a sudden he just zooms around the corner to his left. Okay, looks like he grabbed the corner of the wall or something. So
This
Perseus has
sounds like me,
disappeared.
although it's me, except running at high speeds. It
Yeah.
speeds into a wall. It's a damn
Vanji
difference.
and Ajal, what
I
are your
would actually
answers?
run into the wall.
I'm gonna try and slow down,
Okay, so make an
but
athletics
not,
check
like,
for you.
make a complete stop.
Okay. And then Vanji, how about you? Are you running ahead or slowing down or what?
I'm kind of winded, to be honest.
No pun
I'm
intended, right?
not sure what's going on.
In there.
I'm gonna try to stick to the ground.
Okay.
Like my first instinct, kind of hold on to the ground.
All
I
right. So
don't
athletics
fall
checks
forward.
from both of you guys, Ajal and Vanji. Let me know what you roll. Karen, what's your action?
I got a
Um,
14.
I'm trying to catch up to Perseus. That's his name, right?
Perseus?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the one with spell slots left.
So Karen, do you want to try to bring Fang with you or just leave him behind?
Yeah, I'm bringing you with me. Duh.
Making sure.
Behind.
All
Yes,
right.
let's leave the unconscious monk behind.
And I'm
I mean,
assuming
if it's a
that-
barbarian,
dragging
sure, they
forwards
can
eventually,
take a
right?
couple hits, but no, it's a monk.
Karen, are you trying to attempt what Perseus did or just slam into the wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hard pass. I did not want to slam to the wall, so I'm gonna try and go around the corner.
All right. So go and make an athletics check as you run toward to make this corner. Okay.
By the way, I rolled a 17.
Okay. So you are able to slow yourself down before you slam into the wall. But you're about at that point, the end of this long corridor, and it goes to the left around a corner.
I got a 4.
4. Okay. So Karen, you do, with the momentum and
Wait.
your, as you're running,
My athletics is +6. How does that work? What?
that's still, yeah. So that's still not high enough. Even a 4 + 6 would not be high enough. So
I know,
Um,
but it added my bonus, and I still got a 4. So I'm just, you know what? Math is not my forte. I'm just gonna pretend I understand how that works.
Yeah, Karen, you're going to get 2 points of bludgeoning damage from that for sure. Okay. Vanji, what was your roll on you were trying to slow down as well?
I got a 14.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to slow yourself down and your feet slam against the wall. But again, the vacuum is still pulling you guys around this corner. So the air is still flowing at high speeds and you're kind of getting pulled around. If you don't resist, you move about 30 feet per round, just sliding along the floor from this suction. And now we
If
are.
the wind is against, hold on.
Sorry.
If the wind is against us and it's trying to help us go forward, like that, I don't think it's just trying to help us. Like there's we're
Well,
about
I
to
mean, it already
get
we
the
said
furnace
everything.
or something.
Before you guys have a little chat here, I'm going to just have Peter, you need to make 2 death saving rolls to see if you are dying or not. Okay. We forgot to do that last round. So roll the d20, see if you get over a 10. Hello? Peter, are you frozen?
Maybe he is dead.
Peter, can you hear me? There we go.
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you roll your d20? You just roll it twice. Tell me what numbers you got both times. He's having technical problems. Or you just not want to tell us what you rolled. Hello. Somehow I can't hear you for some reason. I don't know why.
Dad, I can hear him. Dad, I can hear him in the next room, and he said he got 7 and something else. So
7 and what?
Something.
I said and something else that I didn't hear.
All right, but why, Peter, can you try to test your mic or something? I don't know what's happening, but
Hello?
now I can hear you. What did you roll, bud?
I got a 7 and a 17.
Okay, so you failed the first one, passed the second one. Karen, you see the acid, you notice the acid on Fang is still kind of burning into his flesh. Okay, he doesn't look very good.
Oh, that's bad.
Perseus, you have flown around the corner at high speed, and you see a similar tunnel. You know, it's just as long as the last one, and you're just, again, you can run as fast as you can, or you can try to stop yourself. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and stop myself now. I think we've had enough
Yeah, enough fun.
near misses.
Okay. Go and make an athletics check. So you can slow
15.
yourself down. 15, okay. That's just enough to, you know, slow yourself down. You're able to stop. So you're not moving further down the hallway. Vanji, what's your action as you're kind of getting sucked around the corner here?
I'm gonna frantically look for my pictures as I'm being sucked around the corner.
Ooh, they're pictures.
So yeah, Ajal would probably be just about maybe 5-10 feet ahead of you now. He's just around the corner. Ajal, I'm assuming you're trying to keep slowed down as well, or both of you make
Yeah,
athletics checks?
I'm trying to stop at this point.
Okay, well that's right. Vanji passed his.
Rolled an 18.
All right, so yeah, you're able to stop yourself, and you
Do
can.
I need to roll strength or anything? Because I am going around the corner.
Athletics is kind of like a combination of strength and dexterity in a way.
Okay.
You know? So that kind of counts to. You guys both passed, and Ajal, you could actually move back a little bit back up the hallway if you want. You know, against the flow towards Vanji and give him his paper if you want. Back to Karen. Oh, go ahead. Karen, it's to you. You see Fang is suffering here, unconscious, doesn't look good. Do you want to try to do anything, or just what would you like to do?
Run faster.
Run faster. Okay. Alrighty. So you are carrying Fang with you, and you just climb.
Oh, I'll slap his face and try to wake him up. I don't know what else to do.
Can we give her a medicine check for that, or just give him damage? What do you guys think?
Let's just,
Take a
you know,
minute.
just do medicine.
Medicine check.
Let somebody, does anybody have a point of inspiration that I'll allow somebody to use a point of inspiration for this one?
I have one.
I have one. Let's do it.
If Peter died in my arms, I'm never gonna forgive any one of you.
So I'm gonna use inspiration.
It was your fault if you slapped him and he died.
All right, so Vanji, you notice.
He's not gonna die because I slapped.
You don't.
He's on the brink of death right now. That could just send him right over the brink, Karen.
Shut up! You're lying.
So I actually do have a proficiency in medicine too
Right.
that I could use.
Help me, please.
Yeah, at this point, Vanji, because of the, you know, you're right next to Karen and you see the state of Fang does not look good at all with this acid burning into him. So you've already taken your action, but you can use your inspiration to tell Karen to, she's raising her hand to slap him to his senses. You can talk to her and
Stop.
tell us.
I look down the hall and kind of like
to Vanji and not slap.
I kind of look down the hall and apprehensively, like, and then I kind of look back and try to walk over to Fang. To check his wounds.
Okay. So Karen, I will allow you the medicine check with the support of Vanji and his point of inspiration. So you get a roll with advantage. You just roll it twice, and it's just a medicine check. It should be one of your skills there. I don't know how good you are at that, but.
I have a thinking suspicion that I'm not great, but I'll look. It's -1, but let's see what I roll. Oh, 1 -1 is 0.
So you get to roll it twice because of his inspiration for you.
Oh, yay me.
Thank goodness for that.
I could roll too when it's my turn again.
20 -1 is 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Karen, you are not sure what to do, but all of a sudden you get the thought of water. Okay. That you think water
Yeah, I
will
thought
help
that a while ago, but where's the water? I don't have any.
in your flask. You have a
Oh,
flask
water.
of water.
Oh.
So you pull it out and you dump the water over his skin, and it seems to wash away some of that acid. Okay. All right. So now, Peter, it's to you. This is your final check. Okay. But because of this medicine check, you can make the roll. But I think Karen and Vanji there just saved your life. Go and make your roll. I'm curious what your last.
Thank
roll
you.
was.
Natural 20.
Nice. A natural 20. Nice. So you are.
Semester was having a heart attack.
The water
Oh,
kind
I
of
almost
helps
accidentally killed my
wash
entire
that off.
party on Tuesday. I don't want to actually lose someone.
Yes. All right, so we're back to Sebastian. You guys are all
I
sort of
remember that.
huddled in this mass as the wind is pulling you down the hall. Okay.
We have become the rat swarm, my brethren.
Can I bandage his wounds with something?
Yeah, so just let me start with Perseus. What's your action first, and then we'll go to Vanji.
Ah. Wait, so we're all together now, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you're all within the same.
Okay, good.
So.
Hold on. Oh, I actually. Oh, never mind. I could have sworn I did. I do not. So I am going to tear off a piece of cloth from my thing. I'm gonna tear off a piece of cloth from my clothing, pour some water on it, and apply some bandages to the wounds.
Okay. So all of you, if you all just want to make your athletics checks right now, any type of action you want to do will require an athletics check just to carry it out because of this wind. Okay. You're basically in a wind tunnel right now, and it's pulling you pretty strongly. So moving around is risky, and you might just fly down the hall.
I got a 17.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to climb over to where Fang is and start treating his wounds. Vanji, what was your roll?
Medicine check. 16.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to start cleaning off the rest of the acid. It was, acid burns and treating it.
Got a 15.
Okay, so Vanji, you're able to hang on with basically like a 15 is enough to not go further down the hall. Okay, but you're pretty much stuck where you were at the moment.
Okay.
Michelle?
I made a 13.
A 13. Okay, so Ajal goes sliding down the hall about 30 feet. Okay. So you're like, goodbye. I've got your papers. Aaron.
Thomas, we all do not what your character from the other group would do. Right away with those papers. Just burn them. You just burn them.
Yeah,
No
cool.
remorse. Just burn them.
Karen, I'm just waiting for your athletics check. And what do you want to do?
I can't hear you again.
Oh dear. Just the
But I
routine.
can't. It's
Just
just not
roll.
making sense to me. Like you sound like a cyborg or something.
I am a
Okay.
cyborg. No, I'm just kidding.
I heard that.
Just roll.
Your marks-
Roll your
I
d20
forget.
and
No, just
tell me what you want to do.
Okay, D20 for what? Like, what am I rolling for?
What would you like to do? You can just go with.
I don't know, because I don't know what's happening. I didn't hear what happened in the last 20 seconds.
I've already bandaged Fang, so the wounds are all thinged. After this, I'm going to attempt to stabilize him.
Okay, is he conscious yet?
No.
Okay, I guess I'll keep holding him then.
Okay. So yeah, just an
Yeah.
athletics check to make sure you and Fang don't go sliding down the hallway here. 18, nice. Yeah, you're hanging on to him firmly, and you guys are not sliding. So back to Perseus. Everybody's together except for Ajal. He's about 30 feet down the hall. All of you guys, every round, have to make athletics checks to do anything. So just keep making
Okay.
rolls.
I got a 15 for my athletics check.
Okay, so you're able to just sit there. You can't move, but you're sitting there. Manji.
Luckily, I'm right in front of him. I'm going
Well,
to cast.
I'm gonna
Dying
start
on-
going down the hall slowly.
Okay, sorry, I cut off. Sebastian, what was your last comment there?
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Fang, so he'll be all right now.
Okay, spare the dying. Did you already? Is that once a day or?
It's the
once a
cantrip.
month? Oh, it's a cantrip. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, he is definitely good now. Okay, Vanji, what was your action? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna slowly go down the hall as well.
Okay. So yeah, just keep making those rolls, and if you're doing it cautiously, you can kind of slide, without losing control, basically.
Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you're able to move down to about where Ajal was. Ajal, what's your action?
I'm gonna start going down the hall. I rolled a 19.
Okay, so you're just trying to go down the hall with the flow. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, you go at high speed and you run around a corner. Okay. And you get around that last corner, you see ahead of you is it's kind of weird because you have dark vision, right?
Mhm.
This is all in the dark, by the way. If you guys don't have dark vision, you would all be.
Oh.
Did you guys
I have dark
cast,
vision.
did you guys cast
Did
light on
not.
your stuff earlier?
We did cast light on something, I think. I think it
His
was
stick.
Ajal himself.
I can't remember
How did I
long
see
it was.
Peter get? Anyways.
Peter's stick.
Not Ajal, Fang. Sorry. I think Fang is
Yeah,
glowing.
some of those glowing items were still glowing, I'm assuming. But anyway, some of them might have been blown down. In fact, I think his staff probably would have been blown down the passageway at this point. Nobody was holding on to it, right? So we'll just say at the end of this long tunnel, Ajal, you see at the end, it seems like the wind is just pushing you in this direction, but there is a woman stuck against the back of this wall. She's just like, from this vacuum, the wind, right, is blowing her back against the wall. Okay. You see the Fang staff is sitting next to her. Okay. And you're going at high speed in that direction. Okay. Now we're to Karen. Kind of a weird situation, huh? Karen,
This
go
is
ahead.
awkward.
I am gonna run really fast.
Okay, so you're carrying Fang with you and running.
Yes.
All right.
Very
I'm
fast.
assuming you're trying to avoid walls, or would you like to slam into walls?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna avoid those, but
Okay. So make
I
an
just
athletics
wanna-
check. You're gonna have to make an athletics check or acrobatics, probably athletics. So
14.
okay. So you slam into the wall as you round this other corner. Okay. Giving you 2 points of bludgeoning damage again for you, Karen. And you kind of roll around the corner. You've got Fang. I guess you shielded Fang from taking further damage. We'll give him that.
It's actually quite fun, even though I can't see anything and it hurts a lot.
Oh yeah. Are you in the dark, or do you not have? Don't
Yep.
you have something? I thought you
can't
had
see.
glowing. I thought you had something that was cast.
Fang. Sorry, I don't know why.
I cast something for every person. I cast light on something for every person.
Right.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't because I wanted you to make me glow. And you...
I did, Karen. I remember exactly.
So I'm
In the
glowing?
dark. I think
No, not you. One of your items.
it's all right. If
I
he
do not
wants to be in the
recall, but-
dark, that's fine. Perseus, we're to you. You see Karen, Fang, and
I am going to
Ajal
try
are now-
and go with the flow and try and just get out of this corridor.
Okay. Like go back up against the wind or go with the flow. Sorry.
Go with the flow.
Okay. Yeah, athletics checks for you. And Bonji, what's your action?
I'm following Ajal.
Okay. So yeah, just make your
I got a
athletics
16.
checks. 17, nice. Perseus, you make the other corner without damage.
I got 11.
Okay, so Vanji is going to take damage from the wall. That is 2 points of bludgeoning damage again.
Okay.
Okay. But you guys have all rounded this corner now, and assuming you can see at least 60 feet in darkness, you can see far enough, down this hallway as you guys are all, Ajal is kind of in the lead. You're now flying towards this woman who is pinned up against the back of this wall with a staff next to her. What was your action, Ajal, this round?
I'm going to attempt to stop at the wall.
Okay. So go ahead and make
like
an
any hallways that branch off of this.
No, it's just a straight corridor going down to the end of this. And go and make an athletics check to see if you can slow yourself.
16.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to start, getting to a stop. You're only now about 10 feet from this woman. She appears to be exhausted. She's pretty physically strong. You can tell she's not like a weakling. She's pretty strong, but she's been, she looks very fatigued. And this, again, the staff is laying next to her. You notice along the sides, there's maybe about a 6-inch space around all of these walls where there's a space where the air seems to just be sucking through. Okay. So she's kind of, pinned against this wall. You're now about 10 feet away from her. And now it is Karen's turn. Karen, you're in the dark, but you can see a light approaching you. You see a glowing staff and a woman pinned against the back wall now as you're going forward. Okay?
You don't see that every day.
Yeah, you certainly don't.
So I'm gonna run super fast until I get there. And in the same turn, I'm gonna throw Peter up, but not aggressively, just so he's up in the air. And put him against. Listen very carefully, okay? You said that there's holes in the wall that the air was sucking into. So maybe if we cover them, then the air won't stop.
Do not cover it with my body.
So
because my body can slip through. Or not.
It's only 6 inches.
I'm being historical. And the holes aren't
There's
that
6
big,
inches.
Right,
Yeah, they're only about 6 inches, so yeah.
You're not that small, Peter. I might
Alright, so-
suck one of your fingers off, but we can handle it.
So Karen,
You
go ahead
don't
and make an
need all
athletics
10
check.
fingers.
Karen, just make an athletics check, see if you can stop yourself from slamming against this final wall. Where
I
the
don't
woman
care
is.
about that. In fact, I'll put myself in front of one of the suction thingies too.
Okay, so you're trying to slam yourself into the space.
Trying to hurt yourself.
Gotcha. Okay. So Karen, you do get 4 points of damage from this final wall. Okay, as you and Fang kind of slam into the space. And you were just shoving his body into the space, correct?
Yes.
In order to wedge him into this. Okay. So Fang, what is your hit points at this point? Because you were stabilized from dying.
1 maybe? Did it go up to 1? I can't remember.
No, you didn't get
Yeah,
any
it's very-
healing. You got medicine stuff, but I don't think that puts you up to 0 or anything, does it? You'd still be at negative.
Okay, so I'm at -2 then.
Okay. So you get 4 points of bludgeoning damage from this action.
Thanks, Karen.
And you are now going to have to make death saves again. Okay, for next round. Okay. Back to
Why?
Perseus.
Why
Okay,
you
you
do
see
this?
this Perseus.
No.
You're
This is
sliding towards. You kind of know the situation, right? So, what's your action?
The risk were calculated, but man,
So-
you bet it math.
About hold on, I'm going to check which of this. How does this? I don't want to go onto Google Classroom. Okay,
Why not?
hold on. I'm almost back to normal.
What are you talking about?
I accidentally pressed one of my bookmarks.
He's studying for an exam.
No. Anyways, that's crap. Touch. How far away from them am I?
It depends on your action. Like if you want to move forward,
Yeah, I'm gonna move
accelerate
forward.
pretty quickly. It's just stopping is the trick, right?
Yeah.
So your action is to move forward as quickly as you can, or to slowly
Move forward cautiously.
Okay, so make your athletics check. And Vanji, same for you. I'm assuming everybody has to make athletics checks unless they're pinned against the back wall. Then they can just.
Dirty 21.
Okay, so yeah, Sebastian, your character just slides forward. You're kind of about 10 feet away from the wall now, and you see Karen and Fang are kind of slammed up against one side into the space where the vacuum is pulling them. Okay.
Dad, how many
Yeah.
holes are there? That are.
It goes around all four sides. Okay. So basically like 15 feet by 15 feet. Vanji, which direction?
That's not clear anything up for me. I'm way more confused.
Aaron, for some reason you're not making any sound
Oh well, I'll figure it out.
despite speaking.
Hey Vanji, what's your action? I can't hear you. No, I still can't hear him. Sorry. Lost his.
Our internet connection is really unstable for some reason right now.
Is it? Maybe just put your what you roll in the or what you want to do and roll in your chat, and maybe we'll take a break here in a second and restart. And Ajal, what's your action?
I'm gonna start talking to Ruben, I guess.
Oh, I see. Vanji's like, where papers? Like he asked that a while ago. Ajal was hanging on to them, I think. Did you give those back to him, or do you want to? Not yet. Okay. And okay, so yeah, Vanji, you get up next to Ajal. Any other actions you want
About
to
to
take?
get intense.
No, we can't hear you still. I mean, I can hear you from the other room, but
It's okay. This is probably a good chance to take a break, a commercial break. Let's take a break for just a minute here. I'll restart a session and then.
Wait, why?
Okay, Vanji.
So I rolled a 16. I'm going to try to stop myself right next to Ajal.
Yeah,
To
that's
see
no problem.
who this woman is and what's going on.
Okay, so yeah, you stop there. You see the woman. She's, like I said, very, very beautiful. She's attractive. She is very muscular.
I don't trust her.
Not like
You said the
super
two
muscular.
words. You said the two words a DM should never say when describing a woman in a cave. Attractive and beautiful. I already don't trust her.
I already don't trust her. Okay.
Don't trust her.
Sorry.
You said she's attractive and beautiful and she's in a cave. I don't trust that. Some sort of, I don't know, Medusa something.
Are there any like
It's some sort of Uma Thurman crap.
any like symbols or defining markings?
You don't see any markings, nothing. Like she just seems to be dressed in kind of common clothes. They're kind of tattered. They look kind of like worn and tattered a little bit.
she's
And
not saying anything about us.
You're not even a sort for
You're not a blue.
Well said, Benji. Well said.
okay, now we're to Ajal as Vanji kind of
not
stumbles.
even a war sword. What are you doing here?
Ajal, what's your action?
I'm gonna start talking to the woman, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, what do you want to say? Just act it out.
What the heck are you doing in here?
Okay,
Don't steal my
first thing-
words.
The first thing is you guys should know, like, because of the rush of the wind, like any conversation or communication is going to be yelling. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
Can
I
you
got
hear
the-
me?
So,
I'm not gonna shout for real because I do have buddies, but
No.
yeah.
pretend everything I say is shouting.
Well,
What's
they
that? Oh yeah, you don't have to really shout. That's fine. I'm just saying that yeah, as you shout to her, like, who are you? What are you doing here? She seems to be very, very weak. and like her eyes kind of open a little bit, but she just seems totally exhausted. And yeah, she doesn't really seem to respond. She might have said something, but you can't really hear it. Okay. So she kind of, you see her mouth moving a little bit, but she seems to be near a passing out type of a state, and then you guys are all, now down in that vicinity. Karen, you are now fully stopped. You don't have to make an athletics check unless you want to actually move back up the hall. You're just kind of resting there comfortably as the wind.
No,
rushes
I'm not,
past
Dad. I'm gesturing wildly at Peter and screaming for somebody to heal him already because I don't want to die.
I'm going to. We gotta wait for my turn.
you. Okay.
I'll cast it out the dying again. It worked last time.
Anyways, I'm not just sitting there
not
comfortably.
doing everything.
All right. So Karen, you're kind of wildly motioning to Fang and pointing at
And screaming.
Perseus, right?
Don't forget.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we'll let Perseus. We'll just skip Fang because he's just resting right now.
I'm going to cast my cantrip Spare the Dying on him, which makes him stable.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not going to cast Spare the Dying because I have something better.
Okay.
I am going to use Revivify, which will bring him back to life with 1 HP.
And you have enough spell slots to do that.
Yes, none of my 3rd level spell slots have been used yet.
Nice. Revivify brings him back to 1 HP. Okay.
Yep. He's conscious now.
You slide over, Fang, you wake up, and you're kind of in this you're stuck in this corner, suctioned in, right? And you see this.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's Perseus's action. You are now, Fang is back in business, and now we're to Vanji. You guys are all just, again, unless you guys want to, if you all slide towards the wall and kind of position yourselves, you can do that. Otherwise, you're going to have to make athletics checks to see if you can stand
Hey,
out.
Ajal.
Sliding into the wall.
Demon kid,
What?
He has a name.
help me. We're gonna lift her
Don't
off of this.
answer that.
Wait, what? Why?
She's
I guess you
stuck.
can't.
Yeah, but
We need to help our friends out too.
well, how about instead of wasting our energy trying to keep her off, we just also go to the wall for now, so that we can try and figure out better ways to help her.
Do you see this guy? He's stuck. Unconscious.
I revived him. He's fine. He's at 1 HP.
Well,
Fang
yeah.
is weak, but he's able to.
He's conscious. Sort of.
How do I know
Right?
I can trust you?
Say something if you're conscious.
Hello.
Okay, he's conscious. He's fine for now. We'll worry about him later. Right now, let's worry about stopping this stupid vacuum thing. I'd like to.
I'm more interested in the
inspect
papers. What do the papers say? Read it. Read it.
Oh yeah, read it. Read the papers.
What papers?
What has he done with these papers, by the way? Are they still in his hand or what?
He's still holding them.
Read
Read
it.
the
Read
I
it.
don't think
papers.
you make a
Forgotten
strength
about
check to
it.
see if you can hang on to them each round, but I won't do that. But yeah, any attempt to look at them, you're going to have to make a strength check to see if you can hang on to them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
What papers? We got other
18.
problems to worry about.
A 14.
This is priority
18.
number 1 at the
18.
moment.
Okay,
As I
so
said.
Vanji, Ajal is looking at your papers. What does he see? You want to describe to us what he sees?
They're images. One, they're extremely tattered and they look old or been through a lot. One is what looks like a couple holding a small child, and they're the same species as Ajal, which is weird because there's not a whole lot of him. Not as rare as Ajal, I mean, Vanji. They're the same species as Vanji. But that's weird because they're kind of rare, not as much as tieflings are, but and then another one is a single female fire genocide.
Ooh.
Okay, so Ajal has now seen these two pictures, depictions.
So dead.
I hide them from everybody else and pass them back to Ajal.
So what was the first action? I'm sorry.
I don't let anyone else see them. I'm passing them back to Vanji.
Okay. So
What?
Vanji,
What are these? What? How did you get these?
They fell out of your bag. I thought you should have them back.
Thank you.
okay, Vanji, you just have to make
Ooh,
a.
I heard a thank you. You see, not all demons are bad.
Yeah.
Shut up. Let's get this you out of here.
Vanji,
Come
can you
on.
make a strength save to see if you can get those papers back in your backpack without them flying through the vacuum.
I made a dirty 20.
Nice. So yeah, you're able to stuff them into your pack and bind up your pack again so they're safely stowed away. All right, we are now to Karen. You and Fang are just kind of chilling out in the corner. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start having. Oh wait, never mind. So we're at a dead end, right?
You are at a dead end.
Well, I might
Okay.
die then. Just kidding. I'll make a investigation check to try and
Okay, what are
find
you
out
trying to do?
something.
Just look around the area. Try to.
I guess we could try talking to the woman, but it has to be a yelling conversation. She's practically passed out, so that won't work. So we can't talk to her until we turn the wind off. And I can't figure out how to turn the wind off because obviously we can't stuff everything all around the wall, and we can't go back because the wind's like that, and we reach it end, and everywhere else is dead end. So obviously we're missing something, and obviously it has to do with the girl, but we can't hear her because of the wind. So
You guys can hear
how to turn the wind off.
the barbarian is kind of ranting and mumbling over the corner. You're not sure what she's saying. Okay.
We should heal the woman.
Fang, what's your action? It's up to you now. You got 1 hit point. You can act. What do you want to do?
Anyways, I got a 5 on my investigation, so never mind.
I'm also going to investigate.
All right. Explain what does that mean? Like, what are you doing?
I'm looking. Never mind.
She's like, never mind. I don't feel very good right now. That's
We
a
should
reasonable
probably-
action.
I'm gonna yell to Sebastian and say, "Heal the woman, girl, lady thing."
No, I don't trust her. She's a normal person in a labyrinth. I don't think we should trust anybody like that.
Well, we need to talk to her, and she looks like she's about to
Okay.
die.
After we
She
try and
wounded?
find a kill switch for this. Is it my turn now?
Is
Yeah,
she
go ahead,
wounded?
Perseus.
I'm
Yeah.
speaking, which I'm going to try and find a kill switch in here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Perception check.
Yeah, investigation probably. Yeah.
Wrong one. Okay. I got a 10.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around. You're not seeing any kind of switch. No, like. Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
How do we turn off the vacuum?
I vote for healing the lady because she's like the only
Is she wounded?
we have right now. That's right
She
word.
doesn't appear to be wounded. Maybe a few like scrapes you noticed, maybe on her like
She doesn't
elbows or
need
knees.
healing.
Maybe she's possessed.
I'm okay
Maybe
with
you're
that.
possessed.
Well, hey,
It'll probably be like my older brother or something.
if there is, I could try and exercise it out of her. She is possessed.
So,
Who's
I
that?
can I
Exercise.
can eat the devil out. Instead of
I
eating the
mean-
devil out.
Does Ajal have any actions?
As true as that is, please don't.
I'm gonna see if I can feed her something.
Here, food. As we're being sucked in a vacuum.
Yeah, go ahead and make
Don't
a.
feed her
That's going to
up.
take an. We'll just make that athletics check to see if you can get the food into her mouth.
That was a 19.
19, awesome. So yeah, you're able to pull out the food and you're like hanging on to it for dear life as you.
Wait, he has to explain precisely how he does it because it has to be like this has to involve a lot of skill here. So do tell how you did it.
Hey, Shaw, explain to us how you just did that.
We're not. I don't know. I'm just gonna shove it in her face.
Yeah.
What's the will? Or you just get chalked
Like,
to the
take
wall.
the food.
Yeah, she seems to be chewing it, and you see a faint smile on her face as she's kind of you know, half of her face is covered with food now, but she has most of it in her mouth. All right, Karen, would you like to take an attempt at feeding the woman on the wall, or what would you like to do?
Place
Kurt
just
really getting
can't
crazier and crazier.
stay normal.
She's probably parched. I mean,
You try the water. Oh, wow, that's even more interesting. Okay. All right, make an athletics check so you can get water into her mouth. Perhaps you will wash her as well. We'll see.
Is it going to be Sokka's
I
cactus?
got
It's like
20.
Sokka's cactus juice. It's the quenchiest.
Sorry, Karen, what was the
It's
roll?
the quenchiest.
I got 20.
Nice. So yeah, you get not a single drop is wasted as you get it into her mouth. And,
That's how it's done.
yeah, she chews and swallows the food, and then she drinks the drink. To Fang now.
Ask her if she knows how to turn this thing off.
Do you know how to turn this thing off?
If she knew how to turn this thing off, she wouldn't be here.
Okay, so Fang, as you ask that, she kind of looks
But maybe
over
it's
at you,
difficult to do.
and she just shakes her head.
Oh, well,
Um,
that was a whole
Anybody
waste.
else
of this.
want to just sit on the suction wall?
Okay. I have to try and look around again. Okay.
All right, so Sebastian, Perseus is kind of investigating more. Go ahead and make that roll.
I'm a 13.
Okay, and we're gonna again. The difficulty is if we're just gonna combine your investigation with athletics because it takes both. You just kind of slam against the wall. I mean, unless you roll above a 15, you really can't move where you want to. It's kind of just, So you're sort of in another corner over on the other side now, Sebastian. Bunty.
Come on, guys. We've got to get out of here.
I'm gonna start throwing
Where's the map?
stuff through that doesn't work.
No, we are not going to pull up the map. That is
No,
the
we're
worst
not.
idea. We are not going to lose the one thing that is helping us.
You guys stuck your hand in an electrical socket, and you're saying
great
pulling the
idea.
map out is the worst idea.
I'm gonna
Well,
stick
I-
my
It
hand.
says
I feel like the map is more
AC will
important right now
enter
than our hand.
the something will wait. Innate physical sense. Pulling out a map in a vacuum chamber is the epitome of stupidity.
And it's true.
All right, Ajal, we're to you now.
I'm
They're all
going
yelling.
to start working my way back up the path. I'm going to go and try and I'm going to try and find some kind of like switch or anything that's like different.
Okay,
Go with
yeah,
that.
make a investigation / athletics check.
17.
So yeah, you're able to start working your way back up. You make about 10 feet up away from this, where you were positioned before.
I don't like where this
And
is going.
you do not find any kind of lever or switch or anything yet.
It's probably literally another magic word. What would you say for like not a vacuum?
The opposite of a vacuum.
The absence of vacuum.
Exactly. There's
Become
no like.
unvacuumed.
What if we need to go through the halls? Wait, we can't fit in them. This is stupid. I hate this.
Bungie, as you say that, the woman on the wall, she kind of looks over you and she seems to be trying to say something to you, but you can't quite hear what she's saying.
That's
I
probably
can't hear you.
Once it's my turn, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
wait, isn't it my turn, Dad?
Yes, we're to Karen now.
Okay, so first of all, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I love questions.
I need my plug.
You said the hole is going all the way around the back wall.
Yeah.
Then how is it attached? How is it staying there? What? Anyways,
You're not
if
sure
you
about that
answered
part.
that, then that's stupid. But anyways, I'm gonna stick my hand in the hole. It goes all the way around. I'm just gonna stick my hand in.
That's always a good
Her
idea.
entire finger's gonna get ripped off. Or she's
Yeah,
gonna
Karen,
have
you-
purple
Something-
hands because of suction.
Karen, you stick your arm in as far as you can go and nothing, I mean, you can still feel the suction, but you don't feel any like back wall or anything yet. You just feel space, void.
How is the?
How about Fang? What's your action?
I'm gonna try to get closer to the lady and ask her what she was trying to say to Vanji.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of crawl, you can kind of roll your way towards her because you can just roll along the wall there. And yeah, as you ask her that, she says, "Say the word."
I'm gonna yell out the word vacuum.
Okay, in common, right?
Yeah.
It was in Thieves' Camp, wasn't it?
So yeah, you
Those
say
are
in
these
common and nothing happens.
Oh.
Let's hear
Why
Fang.
are you screaming? Why are
What
you
language? What language was it in? I can't
It was
remember.
in Thieves' Camp. Vanji, it's up to you.
What?
Yell vacuum in Thieves' Camp.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're to Perseus now, I believe, your action. Any action from you and any action from Vanji?
I have the perfect
I'm
idea to
yelling
help
at
get
these
my messages across. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy on myself, which is another cantrip. And I'm going to, it allows me to perform a minor miracle for 1 minute out of a list. I'm going to make my voice louder. Just for the
Okay.
A
time
minor
being.
miracle? You can
Yeah.
perform a minor miracle and you're using it to make your voice louder?
It's one of the list. It's a list of things you can do.
Now,
Like,
now he
for
doesn't have any trouble
example, I can
communicating.
cause flames to do stuff. I can basically semi-control flames. I can alter the appearance of my eyes for 1 minute. That would be very
That might be cool.
The demons
All right,
work
so-
so differently.
So
Yeah.
Perseus is now yelling. What does he yell? Or is he just kind of yelling random things?
I yell to Vanji, say vacuum in Thieves' Cant. And I do it like very slowly so that he can as it looks like I'm talking down to him.
All right, Vanji, it's up to you. Are you just
I say that as he has a higher intelligence than all of us combined, probably.
I see at 801 he put in the text there, screams and thieves can't. Okay, so is he saying the word for vacuum, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, as he says the word in thieves can't for vacuum, the vacuum turns off.
No,
Wait,
I
so
immediately
you're
go
using
rolling
language like the
because I
rats
was
and
fighting
stuff?
against it.
By just saying them?
Yeah, some of you kind of settle down to the floor as you were like up.
Fall over.
The woman falls to the ground. You guys are all like kind of you're
My
relieved.
staff lands on
Oh,
my staff
ground.
lands on my head.
Yes. Round.
Okay, after this, I know this
Fang,
sounds weird, but
I'm sorry
because
to
once
interrupt you.
again, I don't trust her. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and sing it at her throat threateningly because I don't
Yeah,
trust her.
I'm gonna kick your shins.
Okay, before we get to that, Fang, you need to make a dexterity save to see if you can grab your staff before it falls down into that.
If I lose my staff, I'm.
You can have my sickle.
We'll get
if
you a
can
new
hold
one.
it.
We'll make it out of a phone if you lose your staff. We'll make it out of
No.
a side bone.
16?
All right, so yeah, you see it falling and you just jump down and grab it before it falls down all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted a bone staff.
All right, so you got your staff. You guys are all together, and now you're Perseus has put a dagger to the woman's throat. Okay, she's very
Oi!
alarmed. Okay,
Dude, she just saved our lives. Well, I don't know, would have died.
I
But
saved
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think we
We
have
saved our
learned
lives.
after the wizard, we don't trust anyone but ourselves.
Speak for
The
yourself.
gnome was okay, but he was also a gnome. But the wizard,
And you think
didn't trust the wizard. I'm not gonna trust this lady.
I have
I don't
prejudice?
care if she saved our lives. The wizard also saved our lives by just not deciding to attack us. Who's to say she's not going to attack us later on?
I gave her
What
food.
part?
Usually people
It's hard
don't
to
attack
argue
me
with
when I
your
give them
logic here,
food.
but
It
we
is
should
one
just-
person against the 5 of us.
It's also two people because Karen agrees with me though.
What?
You said this is
What?
our
I do not.
logic.
What? No.
Who said it's hard to argue with
That
that
was
logic?
One
sarcasm,
person
okay?
against 5 of us. If she tries anything, we can take her down.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I agree.
Watching this casually
Like,
while
we
the
could have
woman's
taken
watching.
down that level 20 wizard, or however level. It was a high level wizard, right? Watch, it was a level 1 wizard, and we were just stupid.
I'm gonna walk up to the woman
That's
and see
very
if she's
likely.
okay, both mentally and physically.
Okay, but if she tries anything, this knife goes in her throat. Agreed?
Do you want
Fine.
to do like a
No.
medicine check, Ajal?
I've
Yeah.
already almost
Medicine check on
today. I
that.
don't need more blood on my hands.
I rolled
I
a
Yeah, and I killed frog people.
I rolled a
They're all
19.
evil.
Okay. So yeah, Ajal, from what you can tell, she seems to be very like weak still. She seems kind of weak, like you can tell by how when she fell to the floor and then trying to stand up, you know, she seems a little bit. wobbly.
Probably.
I'm gonna push
physically
her
strained.
like so that she's sitting up against the wall.
Okay. Yeah, and then you know, you also from the medicine check, you can tell she's probably really hungry.
This time I'm gonna hand her food. instead of
thirsty,
just-
Yeah, please no more force feeding. That was weird.
So how Perseus, how close are you holding this dagger to her throat? Or is it like
I begrudgingly,
One
after
person's handing her
everybody,
food, the other person just has a dagger at her
sorry,
throat.
I can't hear what Perseus is saying. I'm kind of
I said after we all agreed that if she tries anything, I slit her throat. I take the dagger away begrudgingly while muttering to myself.
okay. All right, and Karen, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Nothing important, I'm sure.
Okay. So you guys you want to take a short rest, or do you want to just take a few minutes and?
No.
Let's take a short.
Let's keep going.
Hey, wait! If we take a short rest, though, we can heal a bit and stuff.
Yeah, please rest.
Spells.
Let's
and-
rest.
For the
Boring.
I
better
am
sake
at
of
one
us
hit
all.
point right now.
Okay, you
All
guys
right.
can rest.
I need rest.
I don't want quarantine
Fine.
resources.
Scout.
So Vanji and Karen want to scout while the rest rest. Is that correct?
I'm staying
Oh, you're
here.
telling me to scout. They're
You
resting.
scout. Get
Okay.
out. Leave. Gone.
You poet. Fine. Okay, so I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Bye.
So everybody else is
Enjoy
staying
yourself.
in this corner. Is that correct? Okay. So a short rest. Karen, I'll get back to you in just a second here, but yeah, if you guys, well, let's actually stick with Karen for a minute, because Karen, you worked your way back up out of this, you know, this long series of weaving back and forth, right? The vacuum portion of the labyrinth, and you get back out to what you think is probably where, yeah, you can tell because on your left side, it's where the door is. The door is now closed. You're kind of locked off from that first part of the labyrinth where you started, right? You see a passage.
So we're
leading
stuck
forward.
in this tunnel thing?
You see another passage leading straight ahead of you to your right. So,
We haven't been in yet?
right.
Yay.
Do you want to go check that out on your own, or what would you like to do?
Yeah.
No, come back, Karen! You need to get yourself killed. What the heck?
You can't
Same
see
sort of
me.
like-
Sorry.
I know that you're up to mischief and no good.
You're one to talk about.
You're recovering
death
from your
when
near-death
you're the one
experience,
who
so you
literally,
can't
who I
stop
had
me.
to
So just
say,
for simplicity's sake, because I can't hear most of what you guys are saying. Fang, you're way back resting with the rest of the party, correct? All right, so until you have like a telepathic bond, you're just going to have to keep your thoughts to yourself. If you have some kind of a action you want to take, let me know. But Karen, you go around that corner and you see you can either go right or left.
Left.
Left. Okay. You go around and you can either go left or right.
Right.
Right. Okay, now you get to another corner. You can go left or right.
Left.
Left. Okay. Work your way around another corner. By the way, Karen, you must have something that is glowing on you. Otherwise, you'd be in total darkness right now.
Oh.
So I'm guessing you have...
Peter said he... I think it was my axe. My axe was glowing.
Yeah, it was your axe.
Okay. So now you are no longer in a state of denial about the axe. Okay, good. All right.
It's practical convenience wise.
All right. So Karen, you go around another corner, make a perception check for me.
Oh, perception. 16.
Okay, at 16. So Karen, as you go around this corner, the glow of your axe, you see something glinting on the floor. It looks kind of shiny.
Oh,
Shiny.
Bang's just gonna be like, oh, I smell coin.
I smell pennies.
What would you like to do?
Pick it up unless it's like liquid. I don't know how we do it.
Okay, so go and make a dexterity check as you go forward to pick up this token.
Why do I need dexterity to pick up a token?
You'll see.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Jack.
You'll see. This is why I have trust issues.
Well, I got a 22. So.
Nice. That's actually a pretty good roll. Okay, let me see what you needed here. Just a second. Okay, so
Avoid
Karen,
pending.
as you go forward to grab this token, it leaps up off the ground and flies forward about 15 feet. Okay, and the stone that you're standing on actually collapses under your feet. Okay, but you're able to jump to the side before you fall into a pit. So you actually see the token just fly forward and just kind of roll and land on the ground about 15 feet away from you.
Token's possessed.
The token appears to leap by.
It's like that one level of
That's
3D
good.
with the flagpole.
So Karen, you are sitting on the ground next to this hole in the floor. What would you like to do?
Get the token.
Okay, you're gonna go for the token again. Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
I'll try again.
18.
18. Okay. So again, the token is too fast for you. It leaps away before you're able to grab it, and the floor collapses underneath, and you're able to jump to the side. So you have not fallen into any pits yet, but there are now 2 holes in the floor in the hallway, and the token is again about.
Shoot, do I have a way to get back?
Yeah, you still have a way to get back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to. I'm going to get the token.
Okay. So you go for the token again. Go and make a dexterity check, see if you can grab this thing.
What is she going to do?
17.
Okay, so again, it jumps away too quick, but you're able to avoid falling into this pit. This time you notice as the rocks are kind of collapsing underneath and you jump to the side, you can hear like splashes of water. You think the rocks are falling into water. Okay. It sounds like it's kind of further down. So you now look back, you have now 3 holes in the floor and the coin is about 10 feet ahead of you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go behind the token. I'm going to go behind the token so that like the token is between the holes and myself and I. And I'm going to try and grab the token that way.
Okay. Well, go and make your roll. Back to the rest of the group. Anything you guys want to discuss while you're waiting here and having your rest?
I'm gonna ask Bonji about the pictures. What were those pictures about?
What?
What were those pictures about?
You don't need to know.
Okay. Just gives up right there.
You and me, thanks for saving them.
Okay.
Don't put on yourself.
Nothing we say here leaves this area, you two.
Back to Karen and her adventures with the coin. Make your dexterity check, Karen.
I got a 13.
Okay. So that time as you go for the coin,
No.
the collapsing floor kind of catches you by surprise and you fall into a...
How could it surprise me? It just happened 3 times.
Well, when the floor is falling out from underneath you, it's kind of hard to avoid falling, you know? Anyway, so you fall down about 10 feet into a pool of water. The water is...
No.
Oh, good. I
I
thought it was a
hate
bungee pad.
So Karen, as you fall into the water, there's a horrible kind of smell and feel to it. It feels kind of slimy.
No.
Probably in
No.
the sewers.
And you're about
No.
you're about 10 feet down. So you're about 10 feet down in this kind of
You're so mean to me.
Muck.
All right, back to the group. It hasn't been a full short rest yet, but you guys, any other conversation you want to carry out?
Can the woman talk yet? I'm getting kind of bored.
English for sight only our group can hear. Well, why are you guys trusting this woman again?
Okay, so since she's probably finished eating now, she eats quite a bit and drinks some water if you guys offer her any. Once she kind of feeds her face, as they say, okay, she seems to be doing, she looks a little bit better, from just initially. And she thanks, Ajal for giving her the food and all of that. Okay.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
She's buttering you up.
Yeah. And then she starts asking you guys some questions like, where are you guys coming from, and what's going on?
We're war swords.
Well, we're swords, and we're doing something completely stupid.
We're doing a quest.
This is harassment, is what this is. Just so we can have a bigger title.
I like big titles.
She says, "Is there any way you can help me get out of here? I don't know why I'm here. I want out. This is
You
terrible."
don't know why you're here. What?
I'm going to. Okay.
Do I have a piece of
apparently,
paper?
okay. Sorry,
Okay.
Karen. We're leaving you in the water for a little bit. I'm going to interrogate
I
her
hope
and
it's
ask her what's
water.
really.
Hey,
Sorry,
calm
what's that?
down.
You're gonna ask her what?
I'm
Ask her
interested.
why she's really here.
Okay, so you're trying to intimidate.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
Go
and
and
put
make
that
an
at disadvantage
intimidation
by
roll.
pushing him away.
Wait, roll with disadvantage?
Um.
I'm gonna try and push you away.
So yeah, you can still make your roll, Perseus, and then
Okay. 22.
22. Okay. Yeah, you get right up, and you were using your dagger to intimidate, or how are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, she kind of backs up against the wall and seems pretty intimidated and terrified, to be honest. Okay. And then, Ajal kind of pushes you back a little bit. And let me see if you can roll for her in a second.
If he's going to be any more stupid, I can just burn off his pants.
No. I'm not comfortable with that.
I don't
How's
think
that
you'll
for
like-
intimidation?
Okay, so Perseus, if let me just 1 second here. She seems intimidated. What was your question for her again?
why is she really here?
Okay. She seems to look down at the ground for a minute and she says, I'm not proud of why I'm here. And she just seems to kind of shake her head like that. All right, back to Karen. We'll come back to that conversation in a minute. Karen, what's your action? You're down in this fetid water.
Ugh.
What would you like to do?
Well, first I'm gonna have a complete mental breakdown. No,
Okay.
Me.
very big difference there. Anyways, I'm gonna throw a little tantrum, and then I'm gonna try and get out. Obviously.
Okay.
So, like, how big of an area am I in? Is it just under those 3 tiles?
Yeah, it's only about a 5-foot, square space. It goes about 10 feet down, so it's about a 5-foot shaft. And you actually, it's solid. You can feel solid, kind of squishy, muddy ground underneath you. The water's up to about your shoulders. Okay. And go and make a perception check, see if you can figure out how to get out of here.
I know how to get out.
Well,
Fine.
you said you were looking around to try and figure out how to climb.
No, I didn't. But anyways,
Okay, well, how would you get out? It's a 10-foot drop.
jump.
You want to jump 10 feet straight up out of a shaft?
Yeah.
That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking we were gonna shimmy your way up, a whole James Bond style with the whole like bleh.
That's my second option.
Do that thing that all little kids do with the kitchen door frame that never has a door for some.
That.
You know
Yes.
it's
I've done that.
It's
I
probably
was
kind of
terrified.
hard when there's slime and coating my body, but I'm gonna try that next.
Yeah. So you
Dad, I
try
roll a
jumping.
50. What happens? What do I observe?
You try jumping, and what did you roll for your perception?
15.
Okay. Yeah, you can feel like there's something, like as you lift one of your arms up on the water, you can see like something dangling from your arm. Okay.
Leeches.
And you feel like something slimy on you, on your legs and stuff. Okay.
Leeches.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they're leeches.
Thomas.
Yep.
I knew it.
God!
Great.
So you're getting covered with leeches as we speak.
Oh,
Okay. Back to the other group in your conversation. Okay.
That's it.
What
I
do you
press.
mean?
I press on for. I press on and ask her exactly what she did that she's so ashamed of.
I just slap my hand over his mouth as hard as I can.
Okay.
What check do I need to make?
Mark, am I right?
All right. So, as you know, Perseus is kind of interrogating, and then Vanji's trying to stop him. The woman looks into Perseus's eyes and just says, "You know, I'm no enemy of yours. I just want to get out of here." Okay.
This lady.
I pull out a piece of paper or something if I have one. I think I might probably. I'm going to assume I do. And I kind of copy from the map that we already have and draw the way out.
Okay. Sorry. What's that, Ajal? You're trying to.
I kind of copy from our map and draw
Bad
the
idea.
way out
Um,
for her.
No, don't.
And I hand it to her.
Stop. Think about this first. What if she's some evil lady, like trying to trick us into telling her how to get out?
that
Then she
wouldn't
goes and
matter.
destroys the world.
That wouldn't matter.
We have to do turn
The
taking.
real problem
Karen,
is that
you're
if
not
she
there.
isn't evil,
Karen.
then she's gonna die anyways because
Karen,
no one
you're
can
not
make a
there.
decision
You're not
dummy,
there. I'm
especially if
sorry.
they're not fine.
I'm sorry. It gets too loud. I can't hear
Hey,
what
Joel.
anybody's saying. So we got to take turns.
Demon kid. Hey, Joel!
What? I'm just
Come
like
here.
handing her this piece of paper with the part of the map drawn on it.
Come here.
What?
So, I try to just like talk to you only. But
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
you want to go off with Ajal for a minute and talk?
yes.
Okay. Perseus, what's your action? You're sitting there by the woman.
Before all this, okay, now I'm going to scream to the whole entire to the party that's with us. She's a witch. She tried to charm me.
I immediately turn around and punch him in the face.
You're gonna regret this one day, you witch.
All right, Ajal, make an
Okay, just-
attack roll.
I'd just like to say something real quick. My character never usually snaps, so the fact that this is happening is actually very weird.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled an 18.
Okay, so you punch him in the face. Roll your damage. It's a D2 plus your strength
right,
bonus.
you did. Of course you
Usually unarmed damages do like 0 or something. Oh, look, no. It does stuff. Cool. Oh, you just get 3 damage.
3 damage. So good
Anyways,
punch in the face.
Now can I do what I wanted to do now?
Just 1 second. We're going back to Karen here.
Oh.
The group is.
Oh yeah, don't mind me. I'm just being eaten alive by leeches.
Well, maybe you should have
It could
walked
be
away.
worse.
All right, Karen, what is your action? You got some leeches on your body. No rules.
Probably to start screaming and like smashing these leeches against the wall.
Okay. You're trying to kill the leeches off your body. Okay. Any other actions? Okay, that's fine. So you're trying to get all the leeches off of you. Okay. Slamming them.
I'm trying
whatever.
to get up. I just don't.
You want to get up, or do you want to slam them against the wall? What do you want to do?
Oh, simultaneously.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make that's going to be an athletics check to see if you can climb up out of this hole. And now we're back to Fang. Any actions from you as the group is getting into a little altercation?
Dad, I got a 26. So
Nice. Karen, you climb right up out of there. And maybe it's the little things on your body that just propel you up out of the shaft. You climb right up, shimmying your way up there, and you climb up out of the hole. You are out of the hole. And it's now Fang. Any action from you? You're still in deep thought. Looks like he's meditating, right?
I'm gonna stand in between Thomas and Sebastian and make sure they don't punch each other.
Okay. So Fang moves in between Ajal and the cleric. We're down to Sebastian, and then we'll be Vanji after him.
Hey, hold on, I gotta get my.
Unless you guys want to roll initiative, I don't know what you're thinking now.
No.
It just has a bloody nose.
Anyways,
That's just like
I am going to hold on. I'm going to roll in a second. It needs to load again because my trackpad's been all messy recently. I am going to cast Sacred Flame on this woman, witch, sorceress, whatever the heck she is.
Okay, so you take a step to the side and cast Sacred Flame on her.
What the heck?
That is a little
That
harsh.
would be an initiative roll if Vanji or Ajal want to.
I'm gonna attack.
Pull each other off. And
I'm
then
gonna
we
Initiative
step in
roll
the way.
time, my
I'm gonna step in the
boys.
way.
Okay, let's go
Actually,
initiative.
I'm gonna step in the way because I'm fire resistant. Y'all
I am
get
too.
my cheeks back here.
I got a
She takes
20.
4 as long as she'll
I got
take
21.
normally if she passes her deck save of if she gets higher than a 13, she'll take 2 damage.
I got a 21.
Okay, so roll your initiative, Sebastian, and I will tell you what order we're in. And Fang, go ahead and roll yours.
10.
Sir. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Vanji, then Ajal, and let's see what Fang gets, and then I think Sebastian will be last.
I got an 8.
Okay, so Fang will be after Sebastian, but go ahead, Vanji. What's your action?
So I'm stepping in the way while simultaneously throwing a fireball
At
Perseus because I know his robes are flammable.
okay, make an attack roll, and then it will be tell me if you get a hit and roll damage if you hit. Ajal, what
Natural 20.
I'm gonna cast darkness.
You cast darkness. Okay, so you guys are surrounded by darkness suddenly, putting the rest like Fang and Perseus. Even though you have, and you want to describe how that works with the
So
darkness.
how darkness works is it actually also blocks out Fang's magical lights that he's created. Those aren't working anymore.
Right.
I'll be right back. I'm about to go get my mouse.
Only the
Okay.
user can see.
I'm assuming that's Perseus and not, or that was Sebastian, not Perseus, that was getting the mouse. Okay.
I'm gonna go get one of those rats.
Anyway, Ajal was talking, right? Or was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was me. I was just explaining how it works.
Right. So any kind of light, that was even a magical light, would be just extinguished, basically, right, from this.
Mm-hmm.
So
radius
thick darkness gathers around you guys. And what was your roll, Vanji? For did you hit?
I got a net 20.
Okay, and then did you roll damage, or
No, I haven't rolled damage yet.
go ahead and roll damage, and we'll tell him when he gets back. Karen, let's go back to you, and then we'll go back to the rest in just a minute here. So Karen, you've climbed up out of this hole. You've got your axe still, so the light of the axe kind of glowing, shows you the token is still sitting about 10 feet away from you. It's kind of close to one of the other holes that had already been opened up in the ground. So what would you like to do?
I really want to keep going, but I the realization that I should probably go back to my group before I get myself killed. And gradually, I go back.
Okay. Go and make an intelligence check, unless you remember the exact way to get back. Make an intelligence check so you can remember how to get back.
I'm gonna die alone. I got a 3.
3, okay. So I will let you, I'm gonna,
Wait, I think I remember.
yeah,
Hold
just a
on.
second. If you get out, do you want to go left?
meditate.
You want to go left or right?
Dress. Okay.
She's
Right.
right. Okay. And then you get to another place where you can go either a sharp right or go forward.
Right.
Okay. You work your way over, and to your right, you see the door that has been closed, and you think straight ahead is probably the way to go.
Yes.
Back to your party. Okay. And now we're going to go back to Sebastian. Wait, was it Fang or Sebastian first? I can't remember who got
Maybe Sebastian first.
Oh, yeah, Sebastian. So Perseus is enshrouded by this darkness, okay? Which you're probably, you probably would have noticed, or maybe knew about this before. I'm not sure. Has it
Wait,
all used
what
this
am I
before?
doing? No.
Anyway, Perseus, what is your action? It's up to you. You're in darkness. What would you like to do? I don't know if you can hear me. Perseus, can you hear me? Testing. We can't hear you.
The mouth in.
Sorry, I might have lost his microphone. How about Fang? Fang, what's your action?
He's muted at the moment. Sebastian, you're muted.
He said they has to get on a different computer on the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cast my cantrip light
Okay. And I think,
on my staff.
will that work, right, Ajal?
I'm reading it right now. 1 second.
Okay. Look that up and see what happens when darkness is still there. I'm not sure how that works exactly. Perseus, I'm sorry that we've lost audio. We can probably...
My damage roll was 5, by the way.
Okay. And then that was with the double damage because you got a nat 20.
That was without the double damage.
Okay, so 10 points of fire damage to Perseus after a punch in the face as well from a doll, right?
Why?
Please don't die.
And I think, guys, that we're gonna leave. That's a good cliffhanger. Let's leave it at that for tonight. Okay, as our time is up, and we will pick up from there next time. Thanks you all, and we had a good, interesting session.
Yep.